Hello, hey guys, I'm Veronica. I'm Nessa. And today this live stream is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to wait till a couple more people hop on.
Because literally no one
is watching. There was one person, and then it went away. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, Aofi, Pearl.
Hi, Jackson.
And Naya
Maisie,
Newman,
dog lover.
Dog lover. Oh,
There we go. Everybody.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings from Merrill's, the Merrill household or the Merrill garage. How's everyone doing today? Hi.
Everyone's just saying hi.
Everyone's saying hi.
So number one, did you guys watch our new video today? We posted Try Not to Cringe, and it was a video where the challenge is you guys were not supposed to cringe at the video. And did you guys win or lose?
Honestly, I lost watching our own video.
Same, to be quite honest. I just kept going oof at myself the whole time.
Did you guys like it? Should we do another one?
I don't know. I didn't watch the video yet. Well, try not to
watch
cringe.
it.
If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it and try not to cringe. It's probably really hard not to.
Sorry.
Well, at least I think it's hard not to. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys. I was concerned. Yeah. Yep. There were some things we did that aren't the best thing. I didn't cringe. Well, that's good. Then you won. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay, so from the title of this live stream, as you guys know, we're going to be addressing some rumors, and we're just going to be talking about our mental health because it's just going to be a different type of broadcast because Ronnie and I, we don't really. Oh,
connection is unstable.
Hold on, I'm going to wait till it says.
Please wait while we try reconnecting.
Sorry if it's going to lag. I don't know if it does lag when. Does it lag when it says try reconnecting? Okay, sorry if it's going to lag and stuff. Well, it pops up on our thing where it says like lagging or whatever.
Internet connection is unstable.
So anytime that happens, we'll just stop talking to make sure. Anyways, so this is just a different type of live stream today because, the topic of mental health is very important, and we rarely talk about it a lot with you guys. At the end of the day, Ronnie and I are human, and we're not perfect, but, it's always good to just talk about stuff, and, we like to be open with you guys, so we just wanted to talk about it, but we thought it would be very fun to talk about it with, having our dad with us, because I think it's very important to have family and people you love with you to talk about these kinds of things. And I just want to
hello, everyone.
Say hi. Yeah.
Say
hi to Paul. Oh,
hello.
Is it still lagging?
No. I think it's fine.
Okay.
It should be all right.
Anyways, so basically, there's just for some reason there's just a lot of rumors going around lately. And I just wanted to just talk about it. I don't know. I just thought this would be a different fun broadcast to talk about and everything.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
But yeah, like I said, Ronnie and I, even our dad, we're all human. We all mess up. We have our ups and our downs. And yeah, I guess I just want to. People are saying it's lagging.
It's fine. Just keep going.
That's sad. What's that? That's lagging. Anyway, so I guess I just wanted to say about 2 years ago, I was kind of going through something rough in my life, a tough time. And I was hanging out with people that weren't necessarily good for me to hang out with, and I wasn't making the right choices, and it just wasn't a good time for me. But you know, I was dealing with a lot of, you know, just a lot of things. And, you know, I was at first hesitant to reach out to my parents and tell them about it, but then I got the courage to, and I started talking to them about it. And honestly, our whole lives, me and Ronnie have always just been super open with my parents about so many things. And we've always just talked to them when like we've been bullied, or if things have happened where we were hurt, or even our mom. We've talked to her about it too, and she's actually right here. Just say hi.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, we just thought I want this to be like a family discussion type thing with you guys and stuff. So that's why she's here. But yeah, our whole lives we've always talked to our parents, and I know they love us. And what? On my phone? Oh, it's me. It's Rebecca. Oh, just answer later.
She's watching the live broadcast. We got to call in. We got someone calling in.
Rebecca later. No, but you know, there's been times in my life where I've been, you know, ashamed, and I didn't want to tell my parents stuff because, you know, we don't always want to tell our parents everything we do. But you know, at the end of the day, sometimes you have to, and to get the help you need. And you know, I started talking to my parents, and my parents are just so loving and so kind.
We are.
And they have honestly the best wisdom, and they literally know everything about our lives. And they honestly advised me to start seeing a counselor back then when I was going through a lot of stuff. And, you know, I started seeing a counselor, and she helped me so much. It was just so nice to talk to her. And as much as I love my parents, it's also really nice to talk to someone who isn't part of your family, you know? I also talk to Ronnie too. She's cool. But, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't be afraid to, you know, talk to your parents. And if you don't feel comfortable talking to your parents about issues that are going on, try talking to a counselor, or maybe like a teacher at school or your counselor at school, because, you know, it is easier to talk to someone who isn't your parents at the end of the day. But, you know,
I think too, the thing about, you know, talking to your parents and stuff and counselors is there are people that in your life that really love you and care about you and want the best for you, and also understand that, you know, all aspects of your life, and that you are human, that part of the human experience is growing and learning and making mistakes and learning from them. And we as parents, Wendy and I, we've always been very hands-on, but also at a place where we're like, you know what, Veronica, Vanessa, when we started out doing this, they were 16. Now they're 23. I mean, we don't ground them or anything. When they're 23, they're young women. So, but even at 23, when I was 23, I was making mistakes. When I was 17, 18, I was making mistakes.
Just wait a second. When that happens, we just kind of stop. And so before.
That's weird. Why is it doing that?
Because our internet stinks. Oh, it's back.
Okay, it's back. There we go. So anyway, like I was saying, is I think, you know, it's good to have open, honest conversations. It's tough. It's tough, and there are things that, you know, everyone deals with. And as a father, the most important thing that we can do is to listen, and also, you know, not judge, because we've all been there as well. I've made mistakes, and the girls obviously, you know, make mistakes. We all do. You do. And if you don't talk to someone and learn from those mistakes, you can't become a better human. And that's basically what, you know, our goal in life is, to raise daughters who are loving and kind to others, are honest about where they're at in life and their journey with their closest of friends, and with you guys to say, hey, you know, we're not perfect, and maybe we can help you. Maybe there are things that you can learn from our experience. Just knowing that, you know, we're not perfect, because there is a tendency to put people on pedestals and in this industry and on social media, like, oh my gosh, these people are perfect, they have the most perfect lives, and that just isn't reality. The reality is that we're failed human beings. We make mistakes.
Right. Sometimes the conversation is key. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw someone comment saying, my counselor sucks at school. Well, if that's the case and you feel like you need to talk to someone, then
Talk to a teacher.
Talk to a teacher, or try going to a counselor outside of school. I know sometimes they can be expensive, but even just 1 or 2 sessions,
Mm-hmm.
you get so much out of just talking to a counselor. And, during the time I was talking to my counselor, she just really, really helped me, just feel better about myself. And, along the way, my parents were supporting me the whole time, and my sister, everyone was supporting me and just loving me and being so kind. And it was honestly the best thing I could do, because it just really, really did help. And I just don't want you guys to be afraid to seek
Mm-hmm.
help and ask for help, because it's not something you should be embarrassed about. Mental health, everyone deals with things, and, just don't be.
It's the smartest thing that you can do is to seek help.
Yeah.
It's the smartest thing you can do to seek help. That's what Wendy just said. Just in case they can't hear.
No, I think they can hear.
Can you
This is like our mom's debut, but not really, because she doesn't
Just so
want
you
to be
know,
on
she's
camera.
really shy. She doesn't like to be on camera, and we respect that. So
Someone keeps commenting, try talking to Tiger. Tigers need to.
Actually, pets are
Honestly,
great.
pets are really good to have when you are feeling
Mhm.
stressed or sad. If you just go cuddle with your pet, even just play with them, take them for a walk, they really just are a good, mental escape. And, our parents are just so supportive and loving. And I feel like though our family is a bit different from others. I know some people don't have the best relationships with their parents,
Mhm.
and if that is the case, I would suggest talking to maybe your friend's parents or an actual counselor. Every
Mhm.
family is different, and everyone has
They
a
are.
different circumstance. Everyone has grown up differently, and you can't really judge someone's life based on just one certain thing, because you really don't know what is going through someone's life. Like, we do share a lot with you guys in our lives, and you guys know a lot. I've said this before. Like, you guys really do know a lot about our lives, but there are just some things that we just, that are super, super private that we don't share with you guys. And I think it's important to keep things private, especially on social media. And it doesn't even matter if you're famous or not. Like, protect yourselves, protect your hearts. Don't put everything out there for everyone to see, because it does mess with you at the end of the day. And I think social media is kind of a huge problem when it comes to mental health. I know this might trigger some of you guys who are big on internet friends, which is amazing. Sometimes that is so amazing. I can't believe people can build relationships like that. But at the same time, you don't know who you're talking to unless there's actual proof. And then even then, if there's actual proof, you still don't know who you're talking to. So to put your trust in someone can be very dangerous. And I just want you all to be very aware of that.
Yeah.
And if you seek help into someone that you don't know, that you've never met, you should really rethink about what you're doing.
Yeah, because people can obviously pretend to be something they're not. And so, don't trust those accounts that don't show their face, don't have really all that many, followers and things like that. Don't put value in someone who remains anonymous, because that is basically concealing your identity. And there are predators out there. There are people who are pretending, just wanting to get information from you.
Catfishers suck. Yeah.
Wait,
guys, remember last night I told you that I got 2 DMs from these 2 guys, and they said, I just got catfished on Bumble with someone using your photos.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, these poor guys.
And just so you know, there are numerous accounts and things that we keep an eye on that people pretend to be Veronica and Vanessa. all the time on different things, and we're constantly monitoring that. And we have a team of people that look out for that. We have conversations with other influencers and the way they handle certain situations. And just so you know, you guys, if you're one of those people watching and you have an account like that where you're catfishing or whatever, no one is anonymous. You can be found. There's a paper trail on everything. There's a trail to your personal life somewhere in there. So
I guess
just be aware
careful.
of that. Know that.
And so someone said, "What rumors? What's happening?" So, dude, you guys, there are so many rumors recently about mainly me, not Ronnie, but there's been rumors in the past about Ronnie. But like recently,
I just spoke up about them.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I really actually don't care about, when I see these rumors, they're so silly to me, and I just like kind of roll my eyes and like, I don't owe anyone an explanation. Like legit, I don't owe anyone an explanation. When we were filming Where Is My Romeo, our makeup artist, she said, this was specifically towards women, but this can go for guys too. But she was like, you don't owe anyone an explanation. Women feel like they need to owe everyone an explanation and to explain themselves. She said, the minute you learn that, you will live a way easier life. And I was like, dang, but I'm going to explain myself right now. But honestly, when she said that, I was like, dang, and I've been trying to not explain myself because I don't need to at the end of the day. But recent rumors have been that I hate my family, that I don't love them, and I've ditched them.
Dude.
And because people think you're in
Miami.
People think I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I got DMs saying, "Are you in Miami?"
No,
I'm
she's here with us.
We're all in Miami.
Actually, we're all in Miami.
Paul, Wendy, Tiger, we're all gonna go hang out with the vlog.
We moved the whole garage down there. That's what we're doing.
So, because I was in Chicago for a weekend to celebrate Karina's birthday, people thought I ditched my family because I hate them, and that's not the case. My family left the same day I left to go to Chicago.
Just so you know, guys, even though we're twins, we don't have to do everything together. Just saying.
And
she can have her
also-
own friends. I can have my own friends.
And
too.
also, just because you hang out with people who are a little crazy doesn't mean you're going crazy with them. It doesn't mean that. You can actually go to a party, to a club, and people can be doing crazy stuff, and you not participate in it and just laugh at them.
You know who's a really good
so
example?
true.
You guys know Nikita Dragon, the one who Nessa was inspired by for our makeup.
Transformation.
We both love Nikita,
love
and
Nikita.
whenever we're with her, she's so fun to hang out with. I know there's been lots of controversies around her, but we still love her. Does that mean we are involved in that stuff, what she does? No. Does that mean like when we hang out with certain people you see us hanging out with, like some of our friends like to go party hard, does that mean we're doing that? No. So
Yeah, you can actually go hang out with someone and not participate in what they're
or
doing.
even if you participate a little, it doesn't even mean you're.
It doesn't mean you're an accomplice.
So I guess there was a lot of rumors saying I was changing. Well, it all started with me being completely the TikTok queen on TikTok. Everyone started thinking I was actually being serious when I was pretending to be cocky about being so famous on TikTok. So it was a joke for that. So I stopped joking about that because we clearly have more subscribers on YouTube. So why would I be so cocky about TikTok when I have less? Anyways, whatever. Point is, it all started with that. It's gone downhill from there. Another rumor was that I am a lesbian, and
but I think that kind of
true.
started out with me.
It did
It
because
first started out with me
a long
time ago, like a couple years
when you
ago.
couldn't get a boyfriend, or when you weren't talking to guys,
Or like I just wouldn't say anything about guys. Like everyone was like, Ronnie's a lesbian, and there's nothing wrong with
No,
being a
not at all.
lesbian.
There's
Nothing wrong. We are huge supporters of the LGBTQ community, and I support everything and all of you guys. We have so many friends.
Yeah.
They really
And so,
do.
like,
yeah.
I think the thing that's wrong there is assuming someone's gender and pressuring
Yeah,
that.
Making
that's what I said.
Yeah.
Assuming
That's just
people's
not cool.
sexual preference or their sexual orientation.
Well, it's
Like,
basically
It's wrong.
it's basically telling people it's not right to tell people how they feel.
Right.
You know, that's what tends to happen
If
sometimes.
you to tell someone, no, this is how you feel. I'm
Mhm.
certain of it. That's really
It's a huge-
rude,
Mhm.
but messed up and very hurtful to the person you're talking to, especially
but I think
if you're a fan of someone.
I think what really sucks though is that no matter how many times me and Nessa try to explain ourselves or say something, if someone is so certain about the way they feel and the way they think, and they think they are 100% right, they will not stop commenting stuff like that.
Now, listen, can I just tell you something? So I don't know where all you all live, but we obviously live in the United States. In the United States, our rights are basically protected by the First Amendment: the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And if anyone in your life, if you are bullied at school, cyber bullied, you're a victim of a predator or a stalker or anything like that, and you ask that person to stop, and they don't comply with that, that is breaking your fundamental First Amendment rights in this country. And that's wrong. That's why there are so many laws that have been put into place now. There's so many things that can happen to that individual who doesn't stop when asked nicely multiple times. You know, those are the things that what people don't understand on social media is that if you're asked to stop, just stop. You know, because it's like it's the same thing if someone was approaching you guys in a sexual way, wanted to do something with you, and you said stop and they didn't. It's the same thing. You can't do that.
It's the same thing as the Me Too movement.
It's the same thing as the Me Too movement. So if you are asked by anyone, doesn't matter if it's us or whoever, if you're asked by anyone, hey, stop bugging me about this, stop asking me about this, stop.
Be respectful.
Just be respectful and stop, because it can get to a place where it is against the law and you're infringing on someone's rights. Wendy used to work at a school, and she dealt with this all the time with cyberbullying. There are multiple things that are in place in our society that protect you from someone like that, protect us from someone like that, and don't take it. Say stop. Go talk to someone. If you're being bullied, go talk to someone. Tell that person to stop to their face. Do whatever it is you need to do
Ask
to protect
nicely,
yourself.
though.
Ask nicely.
Because if you approach
Yeah.
it with stop, that's not.
Well, that's not how anybody
Like
stop.
when I worked at the school, the most common thing that we saw, and this was a middle school or junior high school, I don't know how people say it in other countries, but the most common thing we would hear and we saw is that kids are afraid to speak up. So if there was a student who was being bullied, that student was afraid to speak up because they thought that they were going to get made fun of or that the situation would get worse.
Mhm.
So there was that fear. But once they found someone they could trust and speak to, then of course, we as the leaders of the school and administration would get in there and help the student out. And we would deal with the other students properly. But that's a very common thing, is just being fearful of what's going to happen. And you should never be afraid to speak up for yourself. If someone is hurting you, find the courage, just like in anything, find the courage to speak to someone about it and get help. It's not hard. Once you're going to find that there are more people at your school, or whether it's your church, synagogue, wherever it is that, wherever, your friends, parents, you're going to find that there are people who are truly loving and caring and want to truly help you.
Mm-hmm.
So don't ever be afraid to speak up about anything like that if you're being hurt.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we stand Mommy Meryl.
We do too.
She said,
We do too.
um,
So if you're being targeted, there are people that really do want to help you.
There are people out there.
And the girls have been targeted. I've been targeted by people in my life. When it was different when I was younger, but we didn't have people to go to. It wasn't bullying, wasn't a subject that was talked about a lot. So you guys are very fortunate to have the ability to protect yourself against someone.
And so talking more about our mental health, me and Nessa, we deal with a different type of pressure that the average person does not deal with. I saw a comment saying something like mental health is so like over talked now, like people just use it to talk about things. Your mental health is your overall well-being. It's not the disease that you have. It's not that. It's like, how are you mentally doing? If you are sad or you are depressed, that is not a disability. That is not a disease. That is your mental health. So talking about that, for us and stuff. Sorry, I had to say that because like mental health is everything. It's your mind, your body, how you act, how you treat other people. Like that affects everything. And I actually think everyone deals with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say you don't, then you're wrong.
And here's the good news about mental health and dealing with stuff is that it's normal. It's normal to go through things. There are things about depression and other things that aren't normal where you need to seek professional help. But there are normal things that happen that are just part of the human experience. Being sad, all of those things, being happy, going through different challenges, all those things, those do affect your mental health. There's the other side of it that is a disease side of things that you need professional help. I have a family member that is that way and has to go to the doctor and has been is on medication to help deal with that. And there's amazing resources out there if you seek them out. So
yeah. So with that, I deal with anxiety. Like I deal with it really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go to the doctor and say like I need medicine for this? No, I try to work it out on my own. I know some other people have to go and get medication, which is fine because it's just it just depends on who you are, how you handle things. So for me and Nessa, when it comes to our mental health with certain things about the internet, being in the quote unquote light in YouTube and having followers and stuff, it's really, really hard for us to not ignore the hate that we get. And I think that's just normal for any human to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is as soon as you read something very hateful, it does kind of upset you. Like, I read certain comments that are just stupid. Like, I know we told some of you guys about the Coca-Cola comment that I got. Someone said that I was fat and ugly, and that I look like a Coca-Cola bottle. And I'm like, oh my
A 2-liter Coca-Cola.
A 2-liter Coca-Cola bottle. And
Sorry,
I
I
was like, oh
don't
my
mean
gosh.
to laugh, Ryan. I laugh every time you say that. It sounds
'Cause
so mean.
It's so
But it genuinely
bothered
but
Ronnie.
It did kind of bother me. Or I'll
Yeah.
just get occasional comments that just really just like twist my gut a little bit. I'm just like, there was one comment the other day about someone saying like, oh my gosh, why don't you guys vlog? You're just going to do another boring live stream. Like, why don't you show your lives and blah, 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 blah. And I really wanted to respond to that person and say, oh, I'm sorry, go watch another YouTuber that will meet your needs. But at the same time, Nessa and I don't vlog because I love being in the moment.
We love being
being in the moment. I love being in present. But we were getting hate for that, for not showing and telling everyone about every little detail about our lives. I'm not going to go to our YouTuber's friend's birthday party or Christmas party, do this in everyone's faces and be like, oh my gosh, yay. Other people can do that. There was other people doing that there.
Yeah.
You can go watch that video on their channel. But me, I'm not going to film that.
Yeah.
Because I rather watch other people enjoy their time, and I'd rather be in the moment and watch through my own eyes, not through the screen.
Like when I was in Chicago, I
honestly barely posted anything on my stories or anything because I really don't care to be like, hey, look at who I'm hanging out with. Hey, these are my friends. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's just not who me and Ronnie are. We're not the type to just be like, everybody, we have friends. Look at what I'm doing. You know, we're just not like that. We like to be in the moment. And I guess, but there's like another rumor that's kind of going around that has just really recently just really bothered me, and it's about me and my mental health. I'm being accused of having like a bad relationship with my family, that my parents are absolutely horrible human beings, and my dad is scum of the earth. That's not word for word, but at that
You call me
point,
scum of the earth?
no one says that. But at that point, like, and the reason is because apparently I'm going through horrible mental issues, and people are assuming based off things on social media that I'm mentally not okay. And I just want to address and tell everyone that I am okay.
She's 100% okay.
I go through stuff.
Yeah.
I've been through so many things, from me and Ronnie both, from bullying to cyberbullying to hate comments, stupid choices we've made where we've had to face consequences. Yes, we have high and lows, but never once did I ever feel the need to hurt myself, kill myself. I know it's a very touchy subject. I've never, ever been suicidal. Ever. And the thing is, I know some people feel that way, and I don't know how to help people who feel that way because I've actually never felt that. And it's really hard for me to tell someone, hey, try doing this to feel better, because I genuinely don't know. And it makes me feel horrible, and I wish I could help everyone, because at the end of the day, me and the reason we started YouTube in the first place is because we just want to be positive lights to this world. And I always say, even if we can just make one person smile or cringe, I guess, for our last video, then we've done our job, and that's our purpose in life, is just to be positive lights to people. And, it's just very hurtful. And to me, when I keep being told over and over, or I keep seeing over and over that I'm not okay when I really am.
Again, telling me how you feel.
Can I just say something? You did deal with something about 2 years ago, and I believe you talked to me, Barry, the first person you talked to, and then you talked to your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the first thing we talked about back then was, let's find you someone to talk to get help.
Mm-hmm.
So, she did the right thing. She came and talked to me about it, and we dealt with that and got through it. And all of our lives, the way that we've raised Vanessa and Veronica is that I've always wanted to be a very transparent mom, and obviously Paul too. We're very transparent with each other. We don't hide things from each other. I've known about Vanessa's issues from the very beginning. Same with Veronica.
My mom always finds out.
Yeah.
She always does.
I always find out the truth somehow. And I think it's, call it what you want, whatever it is that you believe in, whether it's karma, whether it's God, whatever you want to call it. Somehow your parents, the truth is revealed somehow to your parents, and parents always find out. And the way that Paul and I have decided to parent Vanessa and Veronica is to always deal with things through love. And yeah, at the moment we might be really mad about something or frustrated about a choice that they made. However, we're not going to be, abandoning or hating or to the point where we neglect, our daughters, where we don't get them proper help or whatever the situation is. Again, our lives are super, super private. This is more information that we've ever revealed. This is the most I've ever talked on it, to you guys.
Oh, she's a very emotional person.
Yeah.
She's crying right now.
Because it's really hurtful that people are assuming these things about our family, because that's just not who we are.
No, it's not.
And it's not who Vanessa and Veronica are. You guys are not perfect. Vanessa and Veronica are not perfect. They're just not. They're great individuals. They're wonderful humans. They have very kind hearts.
Mhm.
And they genuinely love people. But they're not perfect. And we as parents know that. But I love them very much, no matter what we go through. So it's just really been very painful and very hurtful to see these accusations towards Paul and our family and to Vanessa directly, and it's not okay. It's just not okay.
It's
So
not.
we just wanted to address that.
And I think from a parent's perspective, as if
Uh-oh.
I'm a parent,
Here we go.
I think the reason why we have them on the live stream right now is because if any other parents are watching, I just think it's important to talk about it, and we hope that we open a conversation with your parents and your kids, if parents are watching by any chance. And I mean, Ness and I are very blessed to have amazing parents like my parents. I mean,
Well,
they're super involved in our lives, and we talk about everything. I mean, I sometimes on Friday nights I don't want to go hang out with friends. I just want to hang out with my parents. Like,
we
we
do
just
that
want to
a
go
lot.
hang out with each other.
it's a blast. We have fun.
So yeah, I think they just want to protect us in ways, and we recognize that. And I know there are so many YouTubers and people who are like, parents suck and parents should not be involved in their kids' lives, especially on YouTube and stuff. And you know what? To each their own. There are some parents who are not the best to their kids, and I pray and hope that those people will find the strength to get through that kind of stuff. And you have to talk about things, and if you can't talk to your parents, you have to go talk to someone else, because if you're living with your parents and it's toxic, there has to be another way. There has to be someone else to talk to. So in our situation, we're 23, we still live with our parents. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I want to live with them as long as I can.
I live with my parents.
But I just know that there's a lot of YouTubers who have this perspective that parents are very damaging, especially like in the YouTube world, just like, oh, it's not good to have your parents on board or like with what you're doing. But I could name you countless amount of YouTubers whose parents are involved in their careers and behind the scenes. One of our favorite YouTubers, Ryan Higa, when we went and did a collab with him, I had no idea his mom was so heavily involved with everything he does. She helps with his emails, and it was so cool. And it was just like, oh my gosh, that makes me feel so much better about our parents working with us. Yeah.
Can I just say about the whatever the rumors are about me being a horrible father? Number one, I'm not, and I don't listen to that kind of stuff.
Have you seen his dad channel?
Listen. Here's what it is. It's somebody who feels really brave and empowered, sitting behind a computer, probably somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, and feels empowered to do that. Doesn't know me, doesn't know the day in, days out. Wasn't there when Veronica and Vanessa were born. Wasn't there all the times that I put them to sleep, fixed their bikes.
Fixed my hair when my mom couldn't.
Fixed holes in the wall when they were doing gymnastics in the basement.
Well, you don't need to call me out like that. I wasn't even doing gymnastics.
Fixed boo-boos, said their goodnight prayers every night. You don't know me. And it's laughable. And the only reason why I bring it up is to say that you just don't know us. You don't know the journey we've been on. You don't sit with us day in, day out. We get to work together. I get the privilege to work with my daughters. This is not something that I take for granted every day. It is what we get to do. Winnie and I both get to work with our daughters and be a part of their lives. We're not just out to do anything stupid. Where I've been in the business all my life. We've been helping. Oops, sorry. We've been helping each other. Sorry, it's my elbow. I can't get my elbow. But anyway, the point is this: is that say what you want. I'm a grown man. I know exactly who I am as a father, and there's nothing you can say that would convince me differently because you don't know me.
Yeah,
all right?
at the end of the day, you guys really don't know. But here's the thing that sucks. Here's the thing that sucks about this whole thing. Is I clarified I'm not a lesbian, right? Yet no one like that. Not no one. You guys probably believe me, but there's still people who think I am.
Like the other day when you tweeted,
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. Someone tweeted you or tweeted.
They were like,
saying,
is it because
because you and Corinna made it official?
like no,
No,
guys,
it's
it's
because
because
of-
I'm just happy with my life and my family and where I'm at. Like I'm genuinely happy. But yet even
People want to read more into it.
yeah, people want to read more
and-
into it. And
and-
even if I say that, people don't believe me. And the most frustrating thing is when you tell someone that I'm happy, I'm doing great, I'm okay, but they keep going at you saying, no, you're not because of this, this, and this.
Right.
It's so frustrating and hurtful. And it's
It's
just,
wanting to place you back where you were.
yeah, back
2
where you
years
were.
ago when you've moved on and you've healed.
I've moved on, I've healed, I'm fine now. Here's the thing. Always ask your friends if they're doing okay. But don't assume because of something that happened that they aren't and keep egging it at them. If they
No.
genuinely are not okay,
Mhm.
they're going to tell you when the time is right, when they
Or-
feel comfortable, when they feel like they can trust you, or the truth reveals itself. Just make sure when you ask your friends, like, hey, how are you? Don't be like, because you did this and this and this, you're going through something. You need help. That's not how you deal with it. It's like this. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Like, genuinely, how are you? Good. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, if you ever need to talk, I'm here for you. Please don't ever be afraid to talk. You're safe with me. And then even if you want to, you could just start the conversation like, well, I've been horrible. Yeah, even if you feel like your friend is going through something, yeah.
and you feel like they don't want to talk about it because they might be scared or something, maybe you can be that person to say, well, this is happening in my life right now. I just need to tell someone because it's really bothering me. And maybe you can encourage someone that way too.
And again, it's one of. Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you can go
No.
ahead.
She had thought she had her
What-
hand
I know you
raised.
had
I
your
had my
hand
pen right.
This
What
is
do you
how
have
it
to
is.
say? What sucks about us being in the light? I don't want to say light. Being in this
Spotlight.
YouTube.
She means
Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Yeah, being in this spotlight of YouTube is that someone behind their computer is going to watch this video and be like, they're all lying. They're faking it. Whatever they're saying is not true because whatever they're putting out into social media and stuff is the image they want to portray. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If I didn't want to talk about mental health, if I wasn't mentally well or going through something, I don't think we'd be having this conversation or wanting to
Mhm.
make this video. I mean,
And this
This-
is a live stream. This
yeah,
isn't
this is
edited.
in live stream.
This
This
is unfiltered.
isn't edited, and these are our thoughts. They come from our heart. It's not something that was scripted or something that our parents are having us sit down and forcing us to say,
Yeah, no.
or like her forcing you to say something, or me forcing her to say something. Like this is genuinely coming from our hearts, and this is how it's always been for the last
Always been.
7 years. Nessa and I have always spoken from our hearts. We know we're not perfect. We've done things. Maybe we don't talk about certain things because we know it'll cause a chain reaction.
And we don't want to give clout to certain people.
That too. So for people to watch this and just assume that what we're saying is not true at all and that this is all a lie, you know what? Just, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah, just it,
Carmen,
it's probably just one of those
You
things
reap
that,
what you sow.
right, just move on.
So-
It's fine.
Nessa and I have always done these live streams because we feel that it is really important for us to just try and have conversations with you guys. No, we don't know everything about your lives. No, you don't know everything about our
And
lives.
no,
But
we're
this
not
is
counselors.
this is what we feel
Mhm.
makes us a little bit different from other YouTubers, is that we genuinely love to live stream and
Mhm.
have these types of conversations
Mhm.
with you. So when someone not threatens, but when someone claims that what we're saying is not true, really does hurt our feelings, because
Mhm.
we're like, wow, so they don't trust what we're saying because what we're saying is the truth.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're not a real fan or friend, and if you do that in your regular life with the people around you, I hope you can rethink the way you
Yeah.
think. And
This is common. It happens a lot to a lot of people.
It really does.
It's not just a one issue thing. It's very common. I've dealt with it throughout our whole lives, this type of stuff.
Even before social
And
media.
at the end of the day, if there is someone in your life who is doing this kind of stuff to you, forcing their opinions on how you should live your life on you, and they're negative and not genuinely good for you, then you just need to
Move
cut
on.
that person out and move on.
I see
I
your
have-
hand.
It's toxic.
Mhm.
And yeah, what else were you
I
gonna
have
say?
another thought. So I'm talking about YouTubers and stuff too. Like when people assume like what YouTubers think and what they're saying is not true. There are certain situations though, because I feel like, okay, when it comes to YouTube and stuff, if we say one thing, someone has a counterbalance with it. And there's, oh, but what about this YouTuber and blah blah blah. So there are YouTubers who make videos that are in trouble, that need help.
Mhm.
But everyone sees it. It's not just one person. Right now, what we're kind of dealing with is just one or two people, a couple people, 10 people who assume certain things about me and Nessa. If it was the whole fandom, I think
You would all know.
you guys would all know that something is wrong with
And
us.
because you guys love us and care, you would be genuinely worried
Concerned.
for us and concerned. And I think there's been times, even when I was going through stuff, people were tweeting at me saying, "Hey Nessa, I hope you're okay. I love you," and all this stuff. And it was so nice. You guys were so supportive and so
Mhm.
loving and so kind. And it is cheesy, but at the end of the day, you guys are like our friends because you guys know quite a bit about us and you guys love us. And we're just so thankful for you guys. And there's always going to be people who just don't believe what you say. No
Mhm.
matter what, they could pull up facts, things from the past. But guess what? It's in the past. And I just recently told a friend that your past doesn't define. Well, hold on. We make mistakes. Our past, we learn from our past. We are the people we are today because of our past. Don't discredit your past. Don't throw it away. Acknowledge it, because what happened, it has made you the person you are today. And
And learn
don't
from it.
learn from it, but don't be ashamed of it. Don't
Mhm.
hold it above your head. Don't regret it. Like, sometimes like when you sit there and you think of an embarrassing moment, you just go, oh,
Well,
don't do that with
you
your
regret it.
You regret
You
it.
do regret it because you have to regret your bad choices,
Right.
but don't let it.
Define you. And
Yeah, that's not who you are, and you're someone better, and
And
you've moved on from that.
And vice versa, if you have a friend that you care about and they've done something, don't define them by their mistakes too. If they acknowledge that they made a mistake and they're trying to be better, encourage them and help them and be
Mhm.
there for them and be that friend. But if you're going to be that friend that holds a grudge against them, then you need to relook at yourself and learn a little bit of empathy and forgiveness.
I think, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just gonna say you should talk, and then I'll say something. Go ahead.
Well, I was actually going to bring up a circumstance that I've never actually brought up
Well,
before.
can I finish? Can I finish my conversation? Uh-oh, what is it?
You guys know.
But now we need to know. Okay.
So let me just say this before we go on, because I'll lose my train of thought. if you've made mistakes in your past, welcome to the club. You're human. Give yourself the grace and the space to heal from that and to understand that you are human and that you're not alone in your mistakes. We've all done it. Grow from it, learn from it, and then put it in your past and move forward. Keep moving forward. And that's how you overcome your mistakes. That's how you learn from your mistakes, is giving yourself the grace and the space to be human, to make mistakes, to fail. That's what we've done with Veronica and I said, look, I would love to protect them from everything out there in the world, but it's impossible. Things are going to happen. They're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, I'm not perfect.
She's not perfect.
I
I'm not
think I
perfect.
am, but I'm not.
Dang it, you just took my thing. I was going to say that. Anyway, I just want to say
I
that. Go ahead.
think something that I've briefly mentioned it to some fans
I'll be right
before. Because I used to DM a lot of fans when we could, and because it's really hard not to reach out when someone's asking for help. It's really hard to not reach out, and because I have such a kind, loving heart, I want to help people. But at this point, it's just so impossible to do nowadays. And I'm not a counselor, but back in the day, I used to share this experience I went through, which is actually it's very touchy. It's a Me Too movement thing. Back in the day, it wasn't my ex. It was not Aaron Van Wert. I don't want you guys to think that. But I used to date someone who was mentally and physically abusive towards me. And this was when I was younger. And I'm not going to go into details, but a lot of it really affected me for a long time. And I went through a 2-year mentally, physically abusive relationship. And it was really hard to get out of. It affected me honestly, it kind of still affects me to this day. But I talk about it with my parents. I had to tell my mom. I had to tell my dad about it because I can genuinely count how many times I've been mad on my fingers, which has been 4 times, where I've been so angry to the point where I just, like I hit the wall and I was angry. And, one of those was because I kept asking myself, what did I do wrong to deserve that? And at the end of the day, when you're being bullied, when you're being mentally abused, physically abused, if you know for a fact, when you look deep inside yourself, most of the time it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And
No, it's not.
You have to, learn that it's not your fault and train your mind that it's not your fault, that you're being bullied. Unless you're being mean to someone, which causes them to be mean back. But for the most part, bullies are just jealous of you. And the people who are abusive, who are bullies, they are controlling. They have something going on with themselves. And I look for the best in people. I try to give the benefit of the doubt to everyone I come in contact with. And I try to just, give lots of chances to people. But sometimes you just have to move on. And even though it hurts and it can negatively affect you for a long time, when you talk about it with your family, even with your friends, and you slowly start opening up about things, it really does help. It really does. And I'm actually, weirdly enough, I am thankful that I went through something like that, because I learned so much at such a young age of how I can pinpoint like those types of characteristics in people. I can see it in relationships, and it's given me the wisdom to be able to give advice to friends to help them get out of those situations. I know I've helped some of you guys out of those situations because I've shared that story. And it's just something I've never talked about, because we want our channel, our Instagrams, our Twitters to be places where you're not going to see us talking about political things. You're not going to see us talking about negative stuff. We just want you guys to feel positive vibes when you watch our videos, when you go to our social medias and stuff. But this is real life things, and we're not perfect. Some, we're not trying to uphold this perfect image of who we are. And
someone is accusing you guys of, you don't vlog because you don't want your audience to know what your real life is like,
Right.
and that
That's not the case.
That's not the case.
we have vlogged before, and
our
our real
You're
life,
just not vloggers.
we're just not vloggers, and there's just so many things to life that we don't need to share with you guys. And like I said, we just want to be positive lights to you guys. And we just don't, I just don't like talking about negative stuff. Like, even, like recently Juice WRLD passed away. I didn't tweet anything about it because it's so sad to me. And for me, tweeting about it, I just get really depressed personally myself. So I don't tweet that kind of stuff because it's sad, and I don't want to put sadness on my Twitter feed. I saw it on my Twitter line, and, I'm aware of situations that happen and stuff. But personally, in my heart, sometimes I just don't feel the need to tweet those kinds of things because it makes me sad. And so at the end of the day, Ronnie and I are not perfect. We've been through some stuff, and I guess this whole live stream was just to clarify things, that Ronnie and I are not perfect. We do go through things, but we are okay. We have our family that loves us. Our grandparents are here to support us. Ronnie and I love each other. We go through our ups and downs here and there. Me and Ronnie do.
Every sibling.
But that's just siblings.
Everybody does.
And, we're not perfect. We're not perfect.
Can I say my speech about what you reap what you sow?
Sure.
So, sorry that I don't want to be on camera, but I just
She's
don't
right
like.
here. Stick your hand in here.
I don't like being recognized in public. So So when Vanessa and Veronica were little, I taught them this little lesson about there's a saying that says you reap what you sow, and if you don't know what that means, the word reaping is what you gain, what you win, and what you sow. In that saying is when you're sowing seeds, you're planting seeds in a garden or in a farm. That's what they call it. You're sowing those seeds. You're planting those seeds. So when those seeds grow, you gain something from that. So in life, you do plant seeds, and you can be a person that plants seeds of hatred, jealousy, dishonesty, just anger, jealousy towards people, those kinds of seeds. If you are the kind of person that's constantly planting those kinds of seeds out there, what you're going to reap from that, or what you're going to gain from that, is a very sad life. Those seeds will come up and grow and mature in a very negative way. But if you plant seeds of love, positivity, kindness, generosity, those seeds will grow, and they will reward you with positivity and love. That will come back to you. So we've always taught Vanessa and Veronica, we always say, you reap what you sow, you guys, you reap what you sow. Whether you want to call it karma, again, whatever it is, however you want to phrase it, it's true, you guys. In life, this is the one thing I can guarantee you in life, is that those seeds, whatever you're planting in life right now, they will come back to you. So I encourage you to plant good seeds, loving seeds, seeds of kindness, generosity, of truth, encouragement. All of that will come back to you in a positive way.
It really does. Some people would also say that as like karma. I think there's good karma, there's bad karma. If you do something good, good karma will come back to you. If you do something bad, bad karma is coming back to you. That's basically what my mom said, but the shorter version.
But it's very, very true.
Look, and you guys, Show that. Oh, that's
Yeah,
got
that's-
the Wi-Fi.
That's not our Wi-Fi.
What you guys, everyone goes through different things. I can't feel your pain. I can't feel your happiness. I can't feel Ronnie's pain. I can't feel her. Well, okay, sometimes we're twins. That's
twins.
different.
It's a
Okay,
little
I
different.
can't feel his pain. I can't feel his happiness. You guys can't feel our happiness. You guys can't feel our pain. What
Make
you
it
go through, that's not how that's not what everyone else is going to go through. Yes, there is some
Mhm.
times where you can relate to someone who's going through the same thing you are. But for the most part, there's a lot of times where you can't assume that people think and believe the same way you do. You have to talk about stuff. You can't just assume that because you're depressed, someone else is going to be depressed. And if you're depressed and someone else isn't, don't make them depressed. That's the worst thing you could do. So the best thing you could do is talk about it. Is talk about it with someone, your parents, or if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, a teacher, a counselor. At the end of the day, please don't force your feelings upon other people. Because I'm sorry, I just have to say this
No, keep
because
going.
you can't, if you feel suicidal, you can't force someone to feel suicidal as well. That's not how life works. And you can't assume that they feel suicidal because of things that happened to you in your past that made you feel suicidal. You can't assume that that's going to be for someone else. I've never once felt anywhere near to where I wanted to end my life. And I've always just been super happy. And even the times where I did feel low, I never felt low to where I wanted to kill myself. I know this is such a touchy, strong subject,
But if you are in a place like that, if you are feeling that way, please, if you feel suicidal thoughts, please, 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 I'm begging you, go talk to someone right now. Go do that. Go talk to anyone and just be honest and say, I feel this. I feel like I want my life to be over or suicidal.
there's
There's
also
online
hotlines,
resources, there's hotlines,
numbers.
there's all kinds of
There's
things.
even online counselors you can get. Like you can text counselors.
Yeah.
I don't really recommend that.
Well, some of the reviews
Texting
are
the-
actually pretty good. If that's how you want to deal with counseling and stuff,
Look,
then
everyone
you
needs
could
to-
do that.
The
but-
point is this, is that if you're dealing with that, please, we're begging you, go talk to someone. Go talk to someone right now.
But you guys, I want to reiterate that Ronnie and I, we do love you guys, and we want the best for all of our viewers, everyone who supports us. We want the best for you guys. But it is very hard for us to message every single person and give them
It's
advice.
impossible.
Ronnie and I, we're not counselors. We're not professional psychologists.
She studied to be one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we are not professionals. We don't know all the answers. We just want to help you guys through our videos and bring positivity to your life through our videos, and even maybe like through broadcasts like these where we can just give simple advice. But if you are needing help, like what my dad said, you can message us, but Ronnie and I, we just can't respond to those comments.
There's so many.
There's so many, and please do not be offended that we just really can't help everyone. So make sure you do get the help you need. And we love you, and we want to see you guys getting the help you need.
Can I
Can I
say
read? There's been multiple comments that are saying this. This person put, "Oh crap, we want a podcast with Mama Meryl. Come on, y'all didn't feel what I felt. I swear to God." And someone else said, "We
There's
need a
been a couple.
podcast with Mama Meryl." Oh my gosh, she's crying. Oh, you
Good
guys,
job,
you could do a
guys.
podcast because you don't show your face.
We could do one
She's
together.
like, "No."
Okay, we'll keep going.
If you don't feel loved, just know that Mama Meryl cares about you
We
too.
care about
She
you.
only shares that wisdom with people she cares about.
If we could
Just
help,
saying.
if it was possible to help everyone, we're only
We
3
would
people,
try.
4 people. We would do everything in our power. So this is the best way we can do it. I will want to say one thing. I've seen several posts fly by about how they don't have the kind of relationship that with their parents that the girls have. Let me just say something about what Wendy said earlier about planting seeds. Veronica and Vanessa have also invested in our relationship, have also planted seeds in our relationship that have grown into what it is today. So I would encourage you as with your parents, is to cultivate your relationship with them by like spending time with them, hanging out with them more, doing anything that you can to just be together. Because sometimes you may not see it, but you might have made some choices that have put some distance between you and your parents. So make some steps towards them, I mean, if they're grounding you because you're not taking the trash out, start taking the trash out. That'll help. If you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing, try to live a good life, be a good kid, but talk to your parents, go tell them that you love them, go hang out with them. And I know this sounds weird, but date your parents, spend time with them. Ronnie's hung out with us on Friday nights,
Date your parents.
Date your parents, yeah.
I
hang out
too. That's. But
but like
the internet
legitimately
thinks I
take the
did
time to get to know your parents by hanging out with them, and asking them questions. Because here's the thing, is that I've lived a lot longer. I know that dating the parents.
Yeah, be friends with your parents, not
be friends.
date. He meant
Cultivate
as
a
in
relationship.
Okay,
there are
but
things
we do understand though that not all
parents
do
are
that. Not with all parents.
Not all parents are that way. I'm just giving you some advice that's something you can try, and I think it might help. So we're just trying to help. That's all.
So wait, that's incest. Yes, he worded it very
wrong.
Daddy.
Anyway, so just some last notes because we gotta get going because we've been on here. Sorry, I've been reading.
We have a Herdwell interview that's going to be live on Herdwell's Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
We'll so we're gonna.
Stuff.
Yeah, we gotta go do that.
Some last final words. You guys are all loved. And if you don't feel like you are loved, I promise you there is someone out there who does love you and care about you, whether that's a friend, your parents, your teachers, aunts, uncles, cousins, your internet friends who you are careful with. And I know it's kind of cheesy for us to say, but like we care about you guys. We want you guys to know. Me and Ronnie, we are mentally good. Ronnie does deal with anxiety. I have bad anxiety.
Sometimes I deal with anxiety, stress.
Sometimes I do.
But I'm learning.
But Ronnie and I would actually be insane if it wasn't for our parents. Our parents keep us very grounded, especially because of this whole YouTube thing. Part of the reason of our success for YouTube and our success just in our lives is actually the main reason is because our parents, we do have them with us. Mm-hmm. We love our parents. They've been there for us through all ups and downs. And I really don't know where I would be without my mom's wisdom, my dad's wisdom, even my grandparents' wisdom. Same with Ronnie. I think I speak for her too. So if you guys ever are wondering if we're actually like okay or what really is going on, I just want you guys to know that we're great. We're doing fantastic. We are doing something we absolutely love. We're doing it with our family, and I think it's just so rare what we have, and it's special. And I'm very, very blessed to have my parents as my parents and my sister as my sister. We pretty much have a dream job. Will it last forever? We don't know. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then it's all in God's hands. And, we don't mean to bring religion into stuff. At the end of the day, we do base a lot of our decisions on our faith. And, at the end of the day, we just have hope and happiness through God, through love with our family. And something that I learned once, that if you show love to people, God will do the rest. So when you show love, when you're kind to others, even if it's just something so simple, even if you don't believe in
like
God,
what my mom said,
you're going to reap what you sow.
Really
so I think that's where we're going to end this live stream. Sorry that it was a more serious.
Yeah.
We just wanted
Sorry we
to.
didn't really read your comments. I've been reading them.
We've
I
been
just haven't
reading
been
too.
reading them out
We
loud.
just
You guys,
had a lot to say, and I just, we apologize. We even turned off super chats for
We
this
didn't wanna
because we didn't want to read super chats or make money from this live stream because this is such an important topic to talk about. And we just, like I said, you don't owe an explanation, but when you're in the spotlight, sometimes you have to give an explanation. And we love you guys. And even the people who hurt us, the people who claim rumors and all this stuff, we love you guys too.
Absolutely.
We forgive you for hurting our feelings, for talking badly about us.
I might mute you.
I've always
Sorry.
been told to forgive people, even my past bullies, abusers. I've forgiven everyone, even if there was never a sorry.
I might mute them though. I'm being honest because sometimes I don't want to see that.
No,
Yeah,
I had
of
to block someone the other day because they were commenting stupid stuff, and I was just like,
Yeah.
forget that. I don't care anymore.
But like the thing is, when I mute someone or block them, I think in the back of my mind, I hope that they're happy with their lives or that one day they will find happiness.
Yep.
Forgiveness. Someone said forgiveness is hard. It is hard.
It's the most
very
powerful
hard.
thing.
But when you learn how to do it, you will feel so much
It
more
will
at
set you
peace.
free.
Liberates you, it sets you.
It'll set you free. It'll
Unforgiveness
liberate
is
you.
like putting chains and weights around yourself, and you're dragging them with you, dragging these heavy weights with you through life. So the minute you do that, the minute you forgive someone, and sometimes you have to forgive yourself. Cut those chains off.
I think that's the
And you're
most
gone.
important thing. Forgiving yourself
yourself.
for past mistakes you've made. Don't forget
Don't beat
about
yourself
them,
up.
but don't beat yourself up.
Oh, but I do that.
Yeah, we all
Well,
do it.
Hopefully we can have another
that
one
one
of these live streams because I think it was really fun and I
It was
hope
fun.
it helped you guys.
But yeah, we gotta
And-
get going.
Yeah, we have to get going, but
Love you guys so much.
we love you.
Thanks for listening.
Let us know if we should do another one of these because I genuinely enjoyed this. It was kind of like a family talk type
Someone said a
thing.
Meryl podcast with Paul and Wendy. I don't.
Okay.
We don't.
We don't know.
So
All
we
right.
are going to live stream on Thursday. We're going to do like a professional live stream.
It'll be
so
fun.
it'll be fun. We will see you guys there. Check out our video we've done that we posted today.
Subscribe to Meryl Twins
Subscribe to
Live.
Meryl Twins Live. Subscribe to Meryl Twins. Check out our dad's YouTube channel
It's really horrible.
where he tells
Don't
horrible
do
dad
it.
jokes.
It's really
Anyway,
All
All
right.
right, guys. Love you
Bye-bye.
guys so much.
we love you guys and we'll see you
Bye.
Thursday. Bye.
Bye.